So here we have the BMW M240 convertible automatic on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see that it's a two-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you'll see we have reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space as well, and that is with the roof down. So with the roof up, you get even more space than you can see just there. So we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see not only is it in great condition, it's a beautiful looking car and in a really nice colour as well. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats, as you can see. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, you can see that on the left hand side we have the speedometer and fuel gauge, and the rev counter is on the right hand side. The trip computer in the middle can be changed, or the information can be changed by pressing the button on the end of the indicator stalk, as you can see, and you have the M240 badging down on the dials as well, which looks very nice. We're back out to the steering wheel. On the left hand side we have a speed limiter, and on the right hand side we have stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone. So if you were to hit that button and ask it to dial any one of your contacts list, it'll do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That is of course once you pair the phone, which is done on the central screen, which I'll show you in just a moment. The plus and minus pedals so that you can change gear manually on this automatic gearbox. So over in the centre here is the main screen for the car. You can see that I'm moving through various options at the moment. Everything I'm doing is being done using the iDrive system, which is this dial essentially. You can access certain things directly from pushing these buttons. So we're on the main menu at the moment, for example, but twisting this takes us through the various options. We can then push that down to select things. This also moves to the left, to the right, or to the right, to the left, up and down as well, which will take you through various menus. I'll show you that now. So for example, if we want to go to media and radio, that's already highlighted. Push the button down. You can see this car's got DAB radio, FM, AM, online entertainment, music collection, CD player, Bluetooth audio, and a USB input. So there's plenty of ways to listen to your music in this car, and if you want to select one, you simply highlight it and then push the button down. If I press the main menu button, we can pair our phone by going to this screen, and then we have satellite navigation. So again, push the button down when highlighting satellite navigation, and we'll go into the satellite navigation screen. There's a full video showing how this works on our website and on our Facebook page. Well worth checking those videos out. But essentially, going to enter new destination, you can just look at the map if you wish to. This car's got the professional nav, which means it has the extra wide screen, which you can see there. I showed you this dial moving left and right before. It's so that you can access things like this panel on the left. If I want to access that, I jog the dial over to the left, and then I can open up this panel, and there's various instructions or options available to me there as well. Working our way down, we have the CD player and the main volume for the stereo. We then have dual zone climate control. It's a little hard to see in the sun, but you have a temperature for the left and right hand sides of the car, which you can adjust up or down from here. When you're happy with the temperature that you've set it at, that button will turn the air conditioning on. You can adjust the fan speeds from here, up or down, or you can just hit auto and the car will maintain those temperatures for you by taking control of the fan speed itself, and then just press auto to put it back onto your previous setting. We also have, which is particularly handy for a convertible, a heated driver and passenger seat. We then have two cup holders and a 12-volt charging socket, the fully automatic gearbox, and to the right hand side of the gearbox we have these buttons here. So that will turn off traction control, and then we can change the driver setup of the car to Sport and Eco Pro. So Sport will make the steering firmer, make the accelerator pedal react a bit quicker to what you do as well. Eco Pro is almost the polar opposite of that, basically. We then have the iDrive system. That's the button for the roof, which I'm going to show you in a moment. And we have the USB input. The very last thing I wanted to show you before I show you the roof, if I put it on the dials you'll be able to see me doing it, but is the fantastic sounds you get from the exhaust on this car. Okay, so lastly we're going to put the roof up on this car. So the button that I showed you a moment ago, you just push that button down, keep it held down, and the roof will begin its mechanism. So what you'll do, you'll see the tailgate will open up, the roof will come across, and before it latches into place the tailgate will shut, which it's doing now. and then the rear of the roof and the front of the roof will latch into place. If you leave it long enough, the windows will also do up in one hit as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.